I put out an article today on Brimage guidelines in New Jersey, and I talked about Brimage offenses in that blog article. And I think it brings up a good point that I wanted to talk about just for a few minutes, the importance of having an attorney by your side, even if your case is going to end up in a plea. Especially in New Jersey, when it comes to a Brimage offense, you have to understand that if you're charged with a Brimage offense in New Jersey, you face a possible mandatory minimum sentence. So understand that there are Brimage offenses in New Jersey. They are reserved for illegal drug and narcotic offenses. And really, when you're talking about Brimage, you're looking at either a repeat offender charged with the distribution of illegal drugs or narcotics, or a crime of the first degree involving drugs or narcotics, the production of drugs or narcotics in some type of facility in New Jersey, using a juvenile to carry out a drug scheme, or possibly selling drugs within 1,000 feet of a school in New Jersey. All those will qualify as Brimage offenses in New Jersey. And it's important to understand that if you're charged with one of these offenses, that regardless of if you're charged in, say, Burlington County or Mercer County or Camden or Gloucester or Cape May County or Atlantic County, all counties that our law firm practices in very regularly, the offer from the prosecutor's office will be the same, because under Brimage, all prosecutors' office have to make you the same offer based on what's called the Brimage worksheet. And that is how the prosecutor's office comes to an offer. And there's different stages of the offer. There's a pre-indictment offer. There's a post-indictment offer, which you need to be aware of. And as the time goes by, that offer will escalate. So when you're charged with a Brimage offense, it's important that you sit down with an attorney and you understand that. Recently, I had a case where an individual was charged with a Brimage offense, and they didn't even understand why they were being offered what they were offered by the prosecutor's office in terms of whether or not it was a fair deal. And I can't tell you how many situations I've had where I've reviewed plea agreements for clients and said, well, you're not really getting much of a deal here, and it doesn't really make sense for you to just move forward at that time with a non-trial disposition. Not saying that going to trial always makes sense. It may not make sense to go to trial if really there isn't a strong defense. But sometimes, even if the defense is not that strong, if the prosecutor's office really isn't offering you much of anything, well, in some ways, it's worth considering possible pretrial motions and possible trial arguments, even if those trial arguments don't seem very strong. So if you have questions about Brimage offenses, if you're hearing that word thrown around and you're charged with an illegal drug or narcotic offense in New Jersey, please contact an attorney. If you want to speak to me about it, I'm more than happy to speak to you. Our phone number, 215-755-9000. You may also email me at alfonso@gambonelaw.com. Our website has the ability for you to text us through the website to ask us questions. Again, we're answering phone calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even during the shutdown. Understand that New Jersey, unlike Pennsylvania right now, is doing a lot more in terms of remote court hearings. New Jersey obviously isn't up to full speed, but as time goes on, they're getting better and better. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great night.